Okay, another story. Galileo and Alberto. No, it's not Alberto, it's Alberto. Did many good deeds again today. Though it was most tiring to help the old lady on the bridge move her barrels of hard apple cider, they each got a small barrel as the reward. That's a big reward. The moonlight was abstracted and beautiful. Unobstructed and beautiful. If it was obstructed, they wouldn't be able to see it. And the two good friends climbed up the high wall that had been built to stave off the evil dragon, not to starve him off. He's hungry. Alberto lost the rock, paper, scissors match, so he had to hold the barrel of cider under the crook of his arm, and they climbed the ladder. Look! This is the big house that our chubby chief, oh, the return of the chubby chief, was so proud of. Doesn't look so big from here, eh? Said Alberto, and he looked at the house. You're wrong, that is my house, said Galileo. The chief's house is that one. Alberto's night vision was not all that good, and moonlight could never compare to daylight. If one were to close one's eyes, the light could not be seen at all. He tried a little harder, but could discern nothing more. But it's all really small, Galileo continued, so there's nothing wrong with your statement. I think I messed up the voices. Never mind. Galileo and Alberto were both rather perceptive people. Galileo's reply covered for Alberto's discomfort regarding his poor vision, while Alberto also lost the rock, paper, scissors match on purpose, so that he could carry the cider barrel. How do you lose rock, paper, scissors on purpose? You don't know what the other one is going to draw. Because the gears under Galileo's ribs were injured. Injured gears. Here you go. The two friends raised a toast once Alberto stuffed a cork into the barrel. The next day, the two gathered everyone in the village plaza. First, they apologized to their colleagues of the anti-dragon wall and told all the people that they were preparing to have a talk with the evil dragon. I know it was a lot of work for everyone to fix that wall Sina, but we are not that fussed about it anyway, the chief said. But are you sure you're not bragging when you say you knocked it down yourselves? Of course, that was not the chief's point. He too was a good person, he continued. Also, it's too dangerous to seek the dragon out. Don't worry about us. And so the two best friends in the whole world departed. The evil dragon trembled before Alberto and Galileo. For some reason, the old lady's liquor could make people grow very, very large, or at least one part of them. That was how they actually squashed the high walls the previous night with a Super Saiyan swagger. As they gazed down at the ground far below, they more or less understood how the dragon thought. I see that, saw things from his perspective. No wonder it could accidentally destroy the village at its feet. So as long as they could get the dragon to notice people, they could surely come to an understanding. The two friends thus drank all the remaining apple cider, magic cider, becoming even larger than the dragon by a good margin. Reeking of alcohol, they sandwiched the dragon between them, and drunkenly tried reasoning with it. The dragon rivals up in terror. All of its misery and fell aura forever gone, indeed. It even looked kind of pitiful. Alberto attempted to pick dirt off the scales of the dragon's back, but wound up picking off an entire... Ouch! Oh, that sounds painful. The dragon sought to flee, because they were chipping away his scales one at a time. What a torture! But Galileo just wanted to continue, fearing that the crisis might persist for 10,000 years more if the misunderstanding, that was not a misunderstanding, you did that on purpose, was not cleared up. Tuck its tail and dragged it back. To be honest, we've always lived under your feet, but we are far too small, so you may not have ever seen us. No, we've transformed and become big, Galileo said. So now surely you must know that we dwell at your feet. The dragon nodded repeatedly, and thus did the two and the dragon chat all night, and believing the goal of mutual understanding achieved, the two set off along the road home. But did they have any super glue with them? For the one dragon something that they pulled off. Also, they kind of almost tear away his tail, I think. Poor thing.
ってことは本物だ。教官もオルビット城を構成する礎の一つだったんだ。やはり我々の推測通り3つとも全て真実だったな。
なるほど。だが正直複雑な気分だな。虚無感さえ覚える。
Too much truth.
真実は得られたが、それが多すぎる。
See, that is always an issue. Don't ask questions when you are not ready to receive the answers.
わかるわかる。稲妻の人たちもみんな言ってたよ。蜃気楼戦記は6巻までは人気があったけど。
What does that have to do with some story from Inazuma?
それから88巻まで出て誰も読まなくなったって。
Ah, I still don't get it.
一行は憂鬱な気分に陥ったが、その中には少しばかり幸せも含まれていた。あるいは啓発の光が差し込んだとでも言うべきだろうか。
There's no hope to be found here.
なぜ等しく真実である3つの歴史が同時に存在できるのかと疑問に思う者もいるだろう。
How is it the case that these three versions can all be true at once?
確かに変だなって思ったぞ。でも前にポポラードがもっともなことを言ってたし。
It happened in a specific order.
口に出したらバカにされるんじゃないかなって。
Nothing could ever make you look stupid, Paimon.
心配することはない。
No joke
親愛なる精霊よ。
I'm not even ironical.
私は確かに真実は共存可能だと説明したが、この3つはいただけない。なぜなら、これら歴史的真実はいずれも悪竜と城の成り立ちに関係しており、すべてに真実を示すサインがあるからだ。
Okay.
その時、突然鐘の音が響いた。
I thought they were going to say something more about the story of the dragon and how this can be real at the same time, all three of them. But I guess the time's over. Escape from the clan of... No! I'm not ready to escape.
門の前に全員集合だ。捕獲用接着剤をすべて門の前に仕掛けろ。
Must run for my life.
全体に監視の目が張り巡らされ、唯一の出口は
It's the path. Right in front of me. Something.
さっきの鐘の音は何事だ。あと なんで最高警戒態勢の時は1回しか鳴らさないんだ。
緊急事態なら初動は早いほどいい。99回も鳴らしてたら間に合わなくなるだろ。
Okay, get out. So that is the bird I heard a while ago. Oh, traps! They got judge.
は門の外だ。
They're outside. After them. Am I allowed to run? I am allowed to run. I am allowed to run. Da-da-da-da-da-dee. Oh, accidentally I touched it slightly. I'm sorry for... Why not? Shortcuts are well... Ooh!
なんとか脱出できた。まだゼンマイが必要かどうかはわからないけど、とりあえず逃げる前に取ってきたよ。
She just grabs anything she can get her claws on.
じゃあ、さっき話してた問題の続きだけど、3つの真実とかなんとかってのは、一体どういう意味なんだ？
Yes, that's where we stopped before we got introduced. Interrupted by the bell.
さあな。おそらくシムランカに住む誰も
Careful.
理解できないだろう。
The birds are in attack
私たち
mode.
は彼女のサインが書かれた原稿な
We
ら
must flee once
認めるし
more.
かないのだ。
Oh, they're coming. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka could make sense of it all. We all know it is that any manuscript bearing this her signature has to be valid. Her. She must be a goddess.
彼女は全てを創造した。
Yes, she's the goddess of fate. All right.
これらの書物は彼女が書いた創造の設計図だ。
僕らの口論の原因は過去の真実についてほとんど知らなかったせいだ。今こうして真実を知った以上、その事実を受け入れるべきだと思う。僕らがゼンマイ仕掛けの軌跡をたどるのと同じで、これはまごうことなき確かな過去の軌跡なんだからね。もう争わずに済む。すべて君たちのおかげだ。
I have doubts about that. I can almost promise you that you will argue again at some point. Because that's part of being alive.
本当にこれで終わりなのだろうか。最初の運命の分かれ道での選択はこのような陳腐なハッピーエンドに至るものだったのか。
A pointlessly happy ending. Because friends happen to argue sometimes. That's what I meant. It's part of the natural order of things. It can't always be avoided, but it doesn't change anything.
だが考えても無駄だ。今日はひとまず休むとしよう。
あ、わかったぞ。お前またなんか企んでるだろう。
いずれにせよ、今日この目で見てきたことを帰ってファミリーのみんなに共有するつもりだ。
俺もだ。
僕も。
You can't! They still lack empathy.
じゃあ今日はひとまずここまでにしよっか。あの変なナレーションが一体何を企んでるのかはまた明日確認しよう。
Wait for the next day. After I get rid of those evil birds. How am I supposed to get rid of the birds? Just a moment, I need the right attack mode. Deploy. That did not work. No! Next time.